Hi there, my name is Chance. This is going to be my very first YouTube video ever. I'm going to start documenting my wholesale journey in hopes of giving someone what I needed a few years ago. If you stay to the very end, you'll actually be able to hear the seller call with some Halo gameplay over it. So stay tuned. This is a home right here. It was a $35 nationwide property leads lead, which I'm going to show you how to get into that. The home had tenants in it. They left it destroyed. You can kind of see on the outside we've got garbage and some items there. It's very rural. We're in a rural town here. There's about 11,000 people in the population of the city in Ohio. I ended up using a dispo house to dispo this property. The split was 60-40, 60% to me, 40% to them. They ended up finding a buyer who daisy chained it. He made some money. We each made some money. Ended up getting this under contract right at $45,000. This is before I saw the photos, and if you get through these, kind of see that it's going to need a full interior renovation. We've got newspapers over here. It's like a dog or cat was just peeing on them or something. Look at the shower. I mean, that's a murder shower if I've ever seen one. Just lawn chairs inside. I mean, it needs a full renovation. You can see the dog poop and stuff on the ground. And so realistically, what happened is homes are trading for 150 in this market that are this size and bedroom count. I ended up doing a price reduction, which you'll be able to hear in the call at the very end, down to like 34. I want to run you how to use property leads. This is where I got the lead. You're going to go to Google, type in property leads, hit search. Should be one of the first ones to pop up. This is the home page. You're going to sign up. I'm going to hit login. Kind of save all your info. Once you hit the login button, it'll bring you to their dashboard. Very simple. Here's some of the markets I'm in. Florida's a big one. Washington, because I live here. I've got national already added. You can get them for $30, $35, $40. Finally put you at the top bid. So if you go up here and you push active, it'll start sending leads into your CRM, which is where that lead came from. But if you want, you can literally go add more territories, add national, add. And if you leave this on overnight at $30 active, you'll get a ton of $30 leads. Really no big deal. I'm going to put this code. So if you want to get property leads, you can use my code. You get 250 bucks. I get 250 bucks. Everyone gets some bones and you can potentially make some money. So, I mean, you get about, I don't know, 9 leads. And so realistically off 9, you could close one, you could get 5 to 10 grand. So who knows? The link will be down below. If you have any questions, just let me know. This is the actual purchase and sale agreement. So we had talked about a $45,000 purchase price. After the photos, I negotiated to $33,100. I'm pretty sure that he owes 32, so he's going to literally walk away with $1,000 bucks, $1,100. You can see 30 homes. This is my LLC, the subject property, legal description, and the purchase price. If you come over here, we've got the actual settlement statement, the sale of the property, the $33,000. This thing was faxed over on world's oldest fax machine, but I just got it, so that's all I have. I did a JV partner. They received $3,500. The daisy chainer got 3,000 bucks, and then I got $5,340. And then finally, in my account, you can see the incoming wire for September 30th, $5,340. All in all, this lead took me. All in all, I worked this lead maybe for 3 hours total. A few text exchanges back and forth, which I can actually show. Get over here. I manage everything through this CRM. I sent them a final congratulations, and they said, thank you, it's a pleasure working with you. Thank you for helping us out. And it came through on the 9th, completed on the 30th, funded on the 30th with proof to do it. So if this is something you'd be interested in doing, or you have deals that you would want to JV with, I would love to help you dispo them. If you can, comment below, let me know. I'm going to play you the seller call right now. It's about 17 minutes. It's a first seller call with some Halo 3 gameplay. So cool. First YouTube video. Let me know how I can improve, what you want to learn, what you need to know. Until then, I'll see you on the next assignment.
Hello, Bartley speaking.
Hey, Barley, this is Chance. Looks like you expressed interest in selling your home. You still looking to sell it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How much you looking to get for the home?
Well, I don't know exactly. It needs a lot of work needs to be done to it. So I'm open
Okay.
for some offers on it.
You kind of catch me up to speed with the overall condition? What type of work needs to be done there?
Sure, I had renter tenants in there that kind of trashed it, so they had some animals in the house, and it's really dirty. It's got a lot of trash cleanup that needs to be done. Property needs to be mowed and cleaned. The house needs washed. Garage roof probably is at the end of its time. It's about time for shingles on it. They've probably been on there for 18 years. Structurally wise, I believe it's fine. There's some water in the basement because they don't clean the gutters out, so that it gets seeped into the basement. Probably needs a full kitchen remodel and bath remodels. It's a story and a half house, about 1,400 square feet. 3-bedroom, bath and a half. It's an older style farmhouse with a 24 by 40 garage on it.
Acreage.
1.1 acres.
Okay, so would you say it needs kind of sounds like we need a full interior renovation, basically, is what's going on.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be a full gut out, you know. I mean, the replacement windows and stuff that I'd put in prior to them living in there, they're under warranty and they'd be okay other than screens. Doors seem like they work all right, things like that, but a good paint job, some drywall spackling and that kind of thing, but it will need floor coverings and things on. But the kitchen will have to be replaced. That was something I was going to do before I rented it out when I was living there, but that was 15 years ago. So I bought it to remodel as I went. So kitchen cabinets are going to need changed and full bath remodels, floor coverings. It's got wood floors in the living room, wood up the stairway. 2 bedrooms upstairs are wood, and the one has carpet.
Okay, you don't have any idea on how much you're hoping to get for the home in this current condition?
No, I don't. I know I owe some money on it, so we're about 31.4 or something like that on the house. 31,400.
Looking to walk away with some money, I would assume here, right?
What's that?
Looking to walk away with some money, I would assume.
Yeah, it would be nice, but I don't know, how bad is bad condition. It's in poor condition. It's going to take some work.
Just because you know that area a little bit, I mean, what do you think the home is worth all fixed up?
Well, I don't know. It's according to the taxes and stuff I pay on it, they have it appraised at $155,000, but that ain't happening. That's what I pay property taxes on.
Yep. Yep, they like to overinflate there to overcharge. Which
yeah, they are doing that for sure. So.
Okay, I mean, I'm seeing some pretty good comparables here in like the 110, 120 on the higher end. Does that sound pretty reasonable?
If it was fixed up, you probably could get that, yes.
Okay, so all I'm going to do is kind of work backward from there, which is really not a lot of room at 120 minus 30 in fees. Let's see, what is the rough square footage of 1,100?
That's around 1,400, I believe. I don't have that information in front of me, but I believe it's around 1,400. Story and a half.
Okay, the record sale 1194. Is it 1,400? We'll use 1400.
Yeah. What did you say? What did you say it was? 1194.
1,194.
Well,
yeah.
okay, that might be it. If that's what the records say, that's probably it.
Okay, so if we did a full, so basically the reason I asked that is a full interior renovation, probably $35 a square foot, without any of the cosmetics is 41,000. So if we go in and we need to add a roof, we're probably at 47,000 to do that renovation that you're briefly talking here. With photos and stuff, I'd be able to get a little more spot on kind of where that would be. But does that sound kind of reasonable?
Yeah, it's reasonable. I mean. Like I said, most of it's just disgusting because they left a bunch of stuff there and the animal smell in the house, you know, that's be mostly my concern, and the water in the basement. But I'm pretty sure that's because the gutters aren't cleaned out.
So here's kind of where we're at. If it's worth 120 fix up, which all these numbers I'm gonna triple verify, and it might potentially go up if I think it's worth more, but 120 seems reasonable. I'm gonna cover your closing costs, which is $8,400, and then we have fees, or we have holding costs of $6,000 that we have to pay. We're talking the repairs of $47,000. If I paid you 50 grand, we would lose $1,400. So we're going to be lower than that. Realistically, I mean, how much money do you need to feel confident to get out of there?
Well, you know, that's a hard thing for me to understand, but you know, I go down to 45,000 if you want to. But you know, you still haven't seen the property, so.
Well, I would need to see if I'm just trying to give you kind of an idea on how this works, but I would love to see photos because I'd love to make this work. But even if at 45,000, I mean, we would stand to make $3,600 for doing $47,000 of work, and obviously that would be we'd be a little off. But my number could be high, and my other one could be low, which would be best case scenario for both of us here, actually. Do you have any updated photos currently of the property?
Just stuff that the renter actually took, but it has still a lot of her stuff in it. They did clean out of the house, but the garage is still a mess. So no, I don't really have current photos of it.
Okay.
Like I said, it's possible that I could go out and take some. The power's out right now because it was in their name, so they didn't turn it on. But if I could get some daylight time, I could probably run out there and grab a few. You know, it needs a lot of love and tender care. So, you know,
It's like an abandoned dump.
yeah, it's not abandoned dump, but you know, structurally the house is fine, but it's going to take a lot of remodel work.
Yeah, and we're definitely confident to get that done. It just has to be at a price where we'd be able to come in and make money on it as well.
So you know, I'd like to make a few bucks off of it. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, get rich off of it. You know, definitely get the thing paid off, and you know,
Maybe a couple.
Like, you know, we can go 45, 42,000, somewhere in there, maybe a little less. You know, I'd be just glad to get it off of my mind.
Even if I'd go as low as 40, I would.
My wife's name's on it. She said she would go as low as 40. So.
Just because I don't want to go up there and clean it all.
She don't want to go to any. She don't want to clean any of it up. You know, it's a disaster right now. But if it could spray it down with kills all over the place, you know, paint probably would make it look better. But yeah, it's gonna take some extensive remodel. Depends on well, it depends on what scale you want to bring it up to. You know, there's places you can get things less expensive to put in if you wasn't want to get, you know, top A1 condition out of it. You know what I'm saying? But we just don't have the money to renovate it because now I'm paying the house payment because the renters are out. I kicked them out because they weren't paying the rent, but I didn't know.
We just don't want to keep paying on it forever, and we don't want to clean it up. We ain't got the time.
I know, I totally hear you. So I can see there's remodeled homes at the 120, 128. You've got the acre going for yourself over there.
Yeah.
Everything is.
I think that we're pretty spot on kind of that 120, maybe 125. So the only issue that we're going to run into is the renovation. So ideally, when you send these photos over, the renovation is like a lot lower, and then I'd be able to get something moving forward. Do you think you'll be able to get those photos tomorrow, or what are you thinking will work best?
Well, depends on the weather tomorrow because we're supposed to get a lot of rain here. I don't know where you're from.
Friday.
But Friday, definitely, I could probably get out there after work. Would be a better day with light, so I could get some photos up the house. I'm probably not going to be able to, well, I don't know if I trip down the basement because they got a lot of junk sitting there, but we'll see what happens. I'll try to get what I can for you. If you can text me where I need to send them to you, definitely by Friday afternoon. I work till 2:30, but I got to drive away, so I'm usually home by 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Okay,
I
and you
can
said
run out there.
this is on a full acre, is that correct?
Yeah, it's actually listed as like 1.1,
And doesn't it butt up against
and then it's
state property?
well, it used to be state property, but somebody bought all that. But there's farm ground all behind me, and it's private ground way out. There's nobody going to build back there because they bought all that from. It used to be like public hunting grounds, so it's out in the country.
Okay. Okay, I think we're going to be pretty close because there's not a lot of comparables with an acre, and that kind of gets all the other homes out. So
If you're willing to put a little bit of money into it, you're gonna make money.
we are willing to put money into it, which is the thing, but we just have to make sure we can actually make money. The worst thing to happen is us to put 40 grand into a home and then have to pay when we go to close it with someone else.
Just telling
Right,
So
I get that. So if you put 40, you know, you're buying it from me was 40, and then you're going to have to put 40 in it or more. You know, I don't know what it's going to take to get it there, so I understand where you're coming from. So I'd just like to walk away with a few bucks on it anyways, but, you know.
They would still make money in the area that it's
Well,
at.
my wife thinks you could be, the land and stuff still make money on it. I don't know, but I'd be glad to take pictures and we'll go through it from there. So don't hurt my feelings is all I'm saying. You're not going to hurt my feelings.
Trash bagged up everywhere.
That's the worst part, that they just left it. They just left all their junk in bags, and who knows what all might be in there. So it's hard to even get through the garage.
All right. Well, I'll put a task in here to reach back out to you guys on Friday.
Yeah.
And then if I don't respond, just text over the photos, and then we'll go from there. And I'll be able to get back to you over the weekend and see if we can get something going. I do think we're going to be pretty close. So.
Okay. Yeah. You can call me anytime on the weekends. I'm home. It's just during work. Boss is kind of watching, so I don't want to be picking up my phone. You know, so I got a couple little windows of a 15 minutes and a 30-minute break, and that's about it. So I'd rather, if there's anything to discuss, it'd be after that. But yeah, if this is the number that you want me to send the pictures to.
Yep, I just texted over right now, and then I'll create a task, and then I'll reach back out to you guys. And if anything changes or you have any questions, just reach out to me, and we will go from there.
Okay, and your name was what again? I'm sorry.
My name is Chance with 30 Homes.
Chance, yeah, okay.
Perfect.
I know they can.
All right, well, it's good talking to you, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Yep, bye.
You must